Maybe one of those? Look at that. It's not a car, it's a boat car. I need one of those. It's like a boat car thing. Look, look, you can go in the water.
Where?
I don't know. In the pool. That's awesome. Look at that.
All the water will pop out about 5 to 6 miles an hour. That thing is sick. That is so much. So we're going to try.
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to another video today. Yes, it's a police car video, and I have done a few $1,000s more than that of work on my cop car. I say a few thousand because my wife may watch this video, and I've been in enough heat if you watched the first video for buying this car in the first place. But I've done a bunch of stuff to bring this car up to what will make it an amazing and fun car to drive around a lot and to all the car meets, car shows. So I'm going to take you along today. We're at Cars and Coffee in South Orange County to pick it up and show you all the stuff we did to the car and the final reveal of kind of a semi-wrap that we added to the car, as well as a few more things coming to that thing, which will make it incredible, obnoxious, and just a whole lot of fun. So let's go. You know how you never notice anything until you buy one or somebody brings it up? So I've been seeing Crown Vics like everywhere I go. And ex-police cars, police interceptors, the P71s, all of a sudden everywhere I go, it's like all of a sudden everybody bought them, or all of a sudden I'm noticing them. I think all of a sudden I'm noticing them. And then there's the Dodge Police Interceptor. That's awesome. Yes, I wanted one of those, but I couldn't find them anywhere. And the reason why, a lot of them were 6-cylinders, and I don't want a 6-cylinder. And the Hemis were having a lot of transmission issues. So the guy that sells these things said he does not sell them, unfortunately. But I'm gonna look for one, and if I do find one, maybe we'll put that one in the fleet as well. So I was not going to Cars and Coffee today. I was gonna sleep in. It was raining. Yet, when your daughter says, we're going, you know what you do? You get in the car and you go. So here we are. Then there's this insane thing. Here's what's cool about this guy. He's 80 years old, still races the car, gets in and out of it with no problem, and I squeal like a pig every time I get out of that. This guy is my hero. Now she's famous because all you subscribe to her channel, so now she's got fans constantly coming up to her, want her autograph. It's hilarious. Just kidding about the autograph thing, but they do love her car. So there is another Crown Vic. I'm telling you, everywhere I look, there's a Crown Vic. They were probably there before, I just never noticed them.
The next day.
Alright, it is the next day. Sorry, I didn't get to film the pickup actually. It got really late. I finished the car. So once we get to this next car meet, I will show you everything that I did and have done so far to the Police Interceptor P71 Crown Victoria. Why is this guy getting in front of me?
Dude, the freaking car looks sick as hell,
Nice
bro.
hat, dude. You like the cop car? Looks good, huh?
Yeah.
Information.
Yeah.
So I can add you to my list. I'm the one who owns the 55.
I
Buick.
love that, dude.
Yeah.
That thing's
I wanna
gorgeous.
I don't have your car on my list, so I want everything.
Yeah, I'll come back and
Okay,
see you in a
get
minute.
the auto.
All right, awesome.
Make yourself at my home, tell me
How do you get a, you're an ex-cop. I was gonna say, how do you get, that's my cop car too.
Yeah.
So how do you,
I want your information.
so how do you get away with all those lights, man?
He's a retired cop.
You get pulled over a lot?
Only once.
What do they say?
They just asked me, why you driving around with this? I'm going to a show.
And they're cool. right, check this out before the music comes back. We've got 3 cop cars. This guy's got the biggest guts in the world. Mine, pretty soft and chill, not gonna get pulled over. This thing, full LAPD, fake guns on the inside. Lights work, red and blues, the whole thing. Pretty crazy. But this is gorgeous, look at that. Old school cop car.
You're so scary. What are you doing?
What are you doing? Where you been?
I'm walking around.
All right, so we couldn't go over the cop car there because I would have gotten copyrighted. So we're gonna go back home and then I will go through this thing. Steve is driving it today. So if he gets pulled over and goes to jail, I will learn what not to do.
Steve. Steve might just get a girlfriend.
Loosen your pellet screen.
SL 600, what a boss.
Oh, that was a good test. That cop could care less. Oh no, they're coming.
Please tell me you're joking, that's not funny.
I'm joking.
Minutes later.
All right, we are back home. What a great time we have had this last 2 days driving this cop car all around Southern California, from the beach to the desert to all up and down the highways. It has been a blast. I have great friends who are always willing to drive my cars so we can bring as many of the cars as we can. We could use someone else to join the crew to drive my Scat Pack around so we can add that to the group. So if you're interested, hit me up in the comments, and if you're local and you have a good driving record, you're not a criminal, and not a complete idiot, then maybe you come and drive the Scat Pack so we can have all the cars when we go out. That would be a blast. So with that, I told you all I would show you everything I've done with the cop cars so far and everything I'm going to do with the cop cars. So far, it's, I would say I don't know, I say 90% done, but probably, and this is what happens. Everybody who's driving by slows down, almost stops, because they think a real cop car is in the driveway, despite the reveal, everybody. And this is the reveal. So yes, I would like to say I'm 90% done, but here's how this car is gonna go. We're gonna do random stuff to this thing. I'm looking for your ideas. I mean, do I stick some wheels on it? Do I put a stereo system in it? Do I lower it and put a big chassis swing? Do I make this thing insane? Do I leave it copish, which is what I really wanna do? Because it's just really pure right now as an LAPD, retired LAPD car that's seen 96,000 miles, 10,000 hours of idling and driving in protection of others, and in some cases causing us grief, state reffing people like us, and other fun things that the cops do to us. But I am a supporter of the police, so I'm not going to trash them. But yes, we don't know the history of this car. What I do know is it served its purpose, and now it is mine, and we get to have some fun with it. So here's the wrap that I did, and I'll explain why I did what I did. So I added the logo, and I found a car from a video game. A lot of you know which video game it is. And I found some nice little graphics that we added, which serve two purposes. One, makes the car look kind of cool, as well as two, takes away from the appearance of a cop car, which 27600, the vehicle code that governs this, starts off by saying you cannot have a car painted like a police car. That is another stupid or reasonable, who knows, law in California, and other states don't have it like California does. where you can't even have a black and white car. As a matter of fact, Best Buy's Geek Squad got shut down with all their bugs. Their Volkswagen bugs had to get repainted so that they didn't have the white doors and the police car look, even though there's no possible way anybody would ever mistake them for police cars. The California Highway Patrol threw a fit and got Best Buy to repaint them. Yet anywhere else in the country, they still look like police cars. And obviously, they're not police cars. But in California, they're sticklers. Mostly the Highway Patrol. Not surprised there. It just is what it is. So that takes away from that look. But why did I put movie car on here? Well, the one stipulation in 27600, I believe that's a vehicle code, is when you read all the way down, I'll put it on the screen, is I can drive this thing like this. I can even have the light bar on top. I can even have police logos on it as long as it says movie car on the doors. So here's what I did. Stuck that on there permanently. It's got to be prominent, so I made it in red. It stands out, and that makes this car absolutely legal. The only thing that might not be legal, or probably is not legal, but I can get a ticket for, is the light bar that's uncovered. So that is supposed to be covered. Doesn't matter if it's a light bar that just shoots out, like on a four-wheel drive truck, or that kind of light bar, it's supposed to be covered. So I have a new light bar coming next week that will be operable, will work, and will have green LEDs and white. And green stands for mental health. And this car is really about bringing awareness to mental health, primarily for men, because we are the ones who tend to do things to ourselves that are fairly permanent. And obviously anybody who's having horrible thoughts, I would love to discourage them and have them call 988, get some help. And if any of you are going through that, please message me and I will tell you why this world is a beautiful place to live if you just put your head in the right mental space. And I want this car to bring awareness to that, which is why I did the 988. You matter, you aren't alone, because my good friend Matt and my younger sister made the decision to exit the planet. I'm not going to say the words because YouTube will shut my channel down or demonetize me or something, but you get it, and it's horribly sad and definitely something that weighs on me deeply, and I would love to discourage anyone who's making the incredibly selfish decision to exit the planet to decide to stay, because there are people that love you, people that care about you, people who want to be around you, and you just can't leave us behind because it just destroys us on the inside in so many deep and horrible ways. So that is my purpose for this car. It's not just going to be a lot of fun, but it's also going to bring some awareness. So here is the cop car, to motivate and inspire, because that is my mission in life. If I can motivate and if I can inspire people to do more, to be better, then I've succeeded. And when it's my time to go, I will know that I've made an impact in the world and in people. And so many of you have given me great responses and messages for all the positivity that I bring you and information. And it means the world to me when you do comment and let me know that it impacted you. And some of the Instagram messages I've gotten are downright emotional and incredible. And I'm glad when I'm able to help. So the other side, same exact thing. And what else are we doing here? Oh, I did add the PA speaker, and that is up inside of there, because the police department told me that was okay, and the vehicle code says that is okay. I can own a PA system. I just can't use it on public roads, which I won't. And the friends that are driving this car need to know, Steve, that you're not supposed to use it on the highway, but they, maybe accidentally hit a button once. But it does have all the police sirens and everything. But my thought is, and the purpose for putting that on here, one, I love a good PA system. But when I take this thing to a track, which we're really close to finding an open lot, private lot, closed off lot, where I can take this car and test its limits and do some incredible donuts, some incredible stunts with this car, hop a few curbs, and see what this chassis and suspension can do. That will be a blast, and we will do it with the sirens going, with the lights going, and it will make for a fun video. So subscribe if you want to see those videos, because they're coming soon. Let's talk about what I did inside the car. So far, we have added in, whoops, let's get back out real quick and show you what I added on the outside. So with these old Crown Vics, you get 2 keys. Some of you may remember these days. Some of you, well, you weren't even born when cars were this way. But you got 2 keys with the car, and one locks and unlocks the car, like that. And one starts the car. Both look almost identical. So when the zombies are chasing you and you need to get in the car and you put the wrong key in the car, you're doing this number, you can't get in. And you say some bad words, zombies eat you, you die, it sucks. So you got to do that. What I decided to do, which was cheap, about 275 bucks, was put the remote on here. So now we have a security system and we do have the ability to simply unlock the car and get in and go from there, which is great. Now I still have to decipher which key is for the ignition, which is a dance every time I get in, but 50% of the time I'm right, and this 50% we are not right. That is normal. Let's start this thing up. So here's what we did on the inside. We added the Alpine stereo with Apple CarPlay, which is awesome. And Apple CarPlay is a godsend so that I have my navigation and to all these car meets and events we're going to. I don't have to decipher where I'm going or try to keep up with somebody else. So this is awesome to have. This has everything I need on it, and because the speakers that came in the police car were not good, because apparently the criminals did not need a nice stereo and the police did not need a nice stereo. The speakers were horrible. They were bone stock, cheapest junk Crown Vic speakers ever. I added 4 really good Alpine speakers in here, and because I have so much stuff left over in terms of subwoofers from my previous build on my Hellcat and my other cars, I have 2 8-inch woofers and a brand new amp, and I think we're gonna have them add those in here next time it's in, which it will be going in probably this week to get the reverse camera, because it's just the stereo's meant for it and I'm used to having one, so I want to have that in there. This is the sirens, so I got to be careful, but it's got the horn and sirens, but cannot use those on the street or we will spend some time in jail or get a very large ticket. I have this little mount, so I have my iPad here, which has everything I need. If I end up driving this thing one day when I'm out working, this is what I use to access all of my email and all my other apps and everything. But what's really cool is I can shoot some video on the fly and do some editing right within this thing to get some stuff up, whether it's for Instagram or YouTube. So that's cool. I added some USB ports. I'm adding some more so that I can charge stuff, because this thing has a massive alternator in it and charging system for all the cop stuff that used to be in here, so I can add all the electronics I want. So that'll all be beefed up, and I'll have a lot more USB ports, USB-C, all the different versions, so that I can always have all my camera equipment and batteries and everything ready, because this will be with us out when we're on the road. So I can just grab backup batteries, backup cameras, and keep going. I added this center console, which was nice, for about $200. Actually, no, about 130 bucks. I got this thing and got my cup holders, which I need, all my stuff, which is cool. So this thing's great, and now I have somewhere to put my arm and rest while I'm driving. And believe me, without it, it was awkward and strange. Also, we added the Bluetooth along with the Apple CarPlay and the microphone, so I can actually do business in here with my phone and it will sound good, and this thing will be just perfect. So driving this thing is amazing. It is the smoothest car in the world. It's got plenty of torque. I mean, it's only maybe 250 horsepower or so, but this little overdrive button here definitely changes the gearing to where, and there used to be a sticker here that says use this setting in pursuit mode. So I use that setting in every mode because it feels so much faster when it changes the gearing. And it's pretty incredible how fast this big giant car is, or at least how fast it feels. And because it's got a V8, I mean, it's got some long legs to it. It'll stretch its legs and get up there on the freeway just fine. And Steve today on the road was keeping up with everybody just fine, but it's a very smooth, very, very smooth drive. And this thing handles amazing for what it is. So that's everything I've done so far. Obviously, this is a project. This is a fun project. So if you have some ideas on any things I should do to the car, please comment below and let me know what else I should do to this thing. Obviously, I'm going to enjoy it like this for a little while, and then over time we can do some more stuff. This car was so cheap. These things are so fun that I can do anything to it. It doesn't really matter. It's got some awesome patina to it, some little dents and dings and all kinds of stuff, and you know that that's just the history of the car, which is cool. So with that, everybody, hope you're enjoying this cop car stuff. Follow me on Instagram. Lots of cop car stuff there. Also on TikTok. And thank you for everybody following my daughter, Car Girl Kendall, here on YouTube. She hit 1,000 subscribers because all of you jumped in, took her from 850 to 1,000 in about 48 hours, and now she is halfway to getting monetized and having her first little business that she'll be running. And I don't know, I just couldn't be more grateful for all the support. So please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. One more thing that I thought was awesome. So with the police cars, to get in the trunk, you had to get in the car, turn on the ignition, push the button, pop the trunk, because the cops keep all their really special, most important equipment in here, and they don't want it to get stolen. So there's no way other than sticking the key in the hole to get in this thing, which is a pain in the neck. So I was able to get this done, which is pretty awesome. And look at this trunk. This thing is enormous. So there's the old speakers. Those are junk, obviously. And I'm out of service stickers, which I don't need. Here's the old radio. Look at that. Look at that masterpiece. Incredible. I've got 2 backup spares just in case I do curb hop this thing. Chasing a bad guy. I can change that real quick with the jack and go. And what in the heck is that? What in the heck is, what is in here? Whoa. You're kidding. This is hilarious. So this is what they keep in here. This is why it's so hard to get in the trunk. Most important thing in a police car, you gotta have. Well, I've got them here. Been here a while, I'm sure, but I'm sure they're still good. Hit subscribe, everybody.